Okay people, this is himself. Welcome to this Tekken 7 Dragunov guide. In this video, I'm going to tell you what a lot of people don't tell you about Dragunov. Now Dragunov is seen as a good all-rounder, but where he specialises is in rushdown. He's the type of guy who wants to be up close and in your face. He wants to use pokes and plus frames and hopefully land that counter hit. But here's what a lot of people don't tell you. Dragunov is actually a good grappler. Now to be a good grappler, there's two things that you need. The first is a complete throw mix-up. You need to have a 1, 2 and a 1+2 break, because without all three, most players will just break you. The second thing is damage or utility. Your throws need to hurt more than average, or they need to have some kind of special feature, because without that, there's no real reason to use them. Now King excels in both areas. It's why he's the best grappler in the game. But after him, Armor King and Marduk, Dragunov may be the next best character, and I'm going to show you why. So as with all characters, Dragunov has generic throws, and these aren't that great because you can break them with 1 or 2. But what he also has is command throws. Victor Clutch is a 1 break, Reverse Victor Clutch is a 2 break, and Blizzard Rush is a 1+2, so all three options are covered. Now many characters have a complete throw game, but what Dragunov has is other stuff that is grappler-like. One of them is crash throws. Yes, his 12 frame punishment is good, but if you want to gamble, you can go for these. And since there's two different inputs, it's a true 50-50. Another thing he has is chain throws. Now these aren't quite like King's, but they are still chain throws. What he does is quarter circle forward 4, and if this hits, then he has 2 possible extensions. Now both of these have a different break, and they both do 50 damage. So again, a true 50-50. Another thing he has is Scorpion Scissors. Now this comes out in 38 frames, so it's incredibly slow, but what makes it special is that it's unbreakable. Now you might think this move is unusable, but what you have to remember is that King and Armor King have something similar, and since they have setups for their move, I have no doubt that Dragunov has setups for his. Another thing that Dragunov has is his tackle, and at first it just looks like a generic one, because it can be broken and reversed. But where the difference is in the attacks. With a generic tackle, the opponent has 2 places to break the punches, either at the first punch or the 4th. But with Dragunov, there is no second chance. Once the attack goes in, he does the full damage. So in theory, his version is actually stronger. On top of that, he can do it from face down and after his rage drive, so he actually has more utility. Now beyond those options, Dragunov does have other throws built into his attacks, but apart from the ones that transition automatically, I wouldn't actually go for them. The reason for that is that most players are clued up, and rather than falling for the trap, they will just crush you. Now that's all the offensive stuff, but Dragunov also has defensive stuff that again is grappler-like. One of those is his reversal. Now this is a generic one, so it can be chickened, but if it isn't, it can handle punches and kicks, and in some cases, he also gets Oki. What he also has is a Sabaki. His back 3+4 has a punch parry built in, and if he lands it, he gets extra hits as well. Along with that, Dragunov has a command low parry. Now everyone can low parry with down forward, but Dragunov has a specific move for that, and I think that makes him unique. Now at the moment, I haven't quite figured out how it's meant to be used, but I'm sure it has some purpose. Now over the coming weeks, I will be covering each of Dragunov's tools in more detail, so if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe. Along with that, make sure you give this video a like. It really helps out this channel and it motivates me to do more for this character. Now my next Dragunov video will probably be on his punishers, so keep your eyes peeled for that. In the meantime, have fun, play well, and I'll see you guys in the future.